The Tommy Campbell Show. Donald Trump continued to take things beyond idiocracy this week with a shocking firing and theatrical press event where he surrounded himself with athletes to announce he's bringing back the presidential fitness test for American children. My advice to those underage is get fit, because you never know where you have to run from a creep like Trump. The presidential fitness test was first established in 1956 with such classics as the 1 mile run, pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, the shuttle run, and the sit and reach test. Children who scored in the 85th percentile nationwide would win an official presidential physical fitness award. Obama did end the program in 2012, but it wasn't like he just put a stop on fitness. He replaced it with the Presidential Youth Fitness Program, or Fitnessgram, if you want to be cool, which focused more on encouraging a generally healthy lifestyle. For the announcement, Trump was joined by Howard Nutlick, couch pounder J.D. Vance, steroid lover Bobby Brainworms, WWE wrestling legend and chief content officer Triple H, some golf buddies, Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker, and the NFL's Lawrence Taylor.
Come on up. Come on. He's a little shy, but once he gets going, nobody can stop.
Oh, no, that don't stop. I'm just proud to be on this team. I don't know why. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm here to serve, and I'm here to serve you. Okay, so I'm going to do the best I can for as long as I can. Thank you very much.
Nobody like him.
Nobody like him. Well, you're a bit like him. New York Giants linebacker Lawrence Taylor is a registered sex offender with a mugshot. Yeah, he pleaded guilty to sexual misconduct and having sex with an underage prostitute. Trump is promoting health and fitness for children and brings out someone with a conviction to help promote it. This guy has to register in an area if he moves. And Trump thought it'd be a good idea to trot him out. If this were in a movie, people would not buy it. It's too much. But the reality we are living in is far stranger than fiction. And now, check out the stable genius putting his stupid on display.
14-time WWE world champion, and he's a man who you're not going to mess around with. Even Bryson said, I think I'll take a pass on him, right? You're going to take... And he's another one who's been my friend for a long time. He's really an amazing athlete. Triple H. Here he is. Oh, that's still very strong. He's a strong guy. And it's great to have you. And you felt very strongly about this, about the council. 100%. Yep. Well, it's a great honor to have.
He confirms Triple H is there. He comments on him. And seconds later, he has to look around to find him. Where's that guy I was just talking to? The one I'm just referencing right now, where'd he go? Oh, he's exactly where I left him. Like, what did he expect? That he was going to be doing some dive rolls in the office there? This is insane. And his base thinks Biden was the dumb one. Subscribe. Trump is so obsessed with the strongman image that he didn't even think to do a bit of a background check. And it's nuts that these tests are for boys and girls, but it's just a bunch of dudes here. Why would you not want to connect with women? You're telling me that you didn't at least try and get one of these very famous female athletes in the room? There is some debate over the program and the changes, just like there was when Obama changed it, and I look forward to seeing everyone discussing this in the comments. But I think any fitness with kids is fantastic, and I'm telling you this as someone that was one of the smallest kids in school growing up. The mile is a lot longer when your legs are half the size, and that's why there are problems with some of the metrics. But again, health is wealth. But if they care so much about health, then why are they making so many cuts with millions losing access to coverage? Kids today... always sound old when you say it, kids today. But kids today, like a lot of them have e-scooters. I actually have one, but I also have a bike. My son has a bike. We bike together. There are kids his age with these like e-scooters, kids under 10 zooming around. And trust me, if they were around when I was a kid, I would have wanted one too, and so would have you. They're having a blast, but they aren't burning any calories. But we're always going for family walks and playing sports, and I think we eat better since we had a kid. We do. I mean, I've always been an avid cook. Many know that from my social media. But before our son, my wife and I would be like, it's late. I don't want to make anything. Do you want to make anything? No. Why don't we just have some snacks in front of the TV and we be eating whatever bargain bin version of a charcuterie board we could whip up to go with whatever we're watching that night? This happened often, but we put a lot of thought into our family meals now, and we go on a lot of walks, and my son sees me lifting weights, and he sees me on the Peloton. I'm the oldest dad on the street, and I'm in the best shape. And that's just me trying to set an example. Biden rode his bike. Bush was a runner. He had a treadmill on Air Force One. Obama was always playing basketball. And Trump is out there driving a golf cart and thinking he's getting fit while his caddies cheat for him. I don't think world leaders have to be in the Olympics, but maybe at least try and lead by example. Again, I'm just saying this is a good idea overall. I don't really want Trump out there with his shirt off doing laps at Mar-a-Lago. I'm still on Team Hamburgers. Do your job.
Welcome to another huge episode of Snorted. It's been another week of nonstop travel. I was over in Scotland where my father's known as a huge see you next Tuesday. The biggest see you next Tuesday ever. It means signs. They tried to drown my father out with bagpipes, and taxpayers paid for him to open up a new golf course, which, you know, is a total scam. Honestly, guys, the Scottish signs got me down. I don't know how the pedo president is going to get out of this. Maybe we just want to change the narrative. They wanted to try to hurt Trump. We hoped a trip to distract from Jeffrey, but nobody. They had Scottish heckles at every turn. But on Air Force One, me and Eric used one of the first-class cabins to recreate our wank fort so we could dream of Ivanka on the beach. Or different outfits with Kushner. He is the luckiest guy in the world. And what about the mushroom source, guys? They've endlessly covered a completely blistered tiny shaft for years. But since Ronnie Jackson's drops, they've been always crusty and leaking. It's like, ow. If we just cover it, maybe it didn't happen.
I made this show without any sponsors thanks to your tips, channel memberships, and merch. Please throw me what you can to keep this show going. Now, since we're talking the party of family values, Tyler Boebert, Lauren Boebert's eldest son, was just hit with misdemeanor child abuse charges. 38-year-old grandma Lauren Boebert said it was a miscommunication on monitoring my young grandson that recently led to him getting out of our house. This is the family that poses for holiday photos with automatic weapons, and they can't even keep an eye on a toddler or lock a front door. Are you keeping those guns secure? What's going on? Now, for those that don't remember, Tyler was arrested February 2024 in Rifle, Colorado on multiple charges related to vehicle break-ins and property thefts that included stolen credit cards and IDs, and was identified after security cameras picked him up wearing a hoodie from the bar and grill his mom owned. Again, only the best and brightest for MAGA. But being a Boebert puts you above the law. Tyler pleaded guilty to a string of felonies and received a 2-year deferred judgment, which means his record will be clear if he makes it through probation without reoffending. And well, it does sound like a child abuse charge wouldn't go in the win column. So we'll have to see what happens with Tyler.
Bobby, when it rains, it's a disaster. And the tent's 100 yards. That's more than a football field away from the main entrance. And people are schlopping down to the tent. It's not a pretty sight. The women with their lovely evening gowns, all of their hair all done, and they're a mess by the time they get. And they've always wanted to have it. And I said, you know, in the first term, I said, you know, if I get another shot at this, I'm going to do a ballroom. I was pretty busy in the first because I was running the country, and I was also fighting for survival with all of the lunatics I had to beat. But it worked out, obviously, it worked out very well because here we are. But I always said I was going to do something about the ballroom because they should have one. So we'll be leaving it. It'll be a great legacy project, and I think it'll be special. You saw some renderings of the initial.
Trump went from making everything about Doge, reducing costs, to dreaming up plans for a ballroom? Is he a president or a Disney princess? This is just ridiculous. Job numbers are out, and they are not impressive. People are losing health care, but let's go get $200 million together so the elites can have a dance. And you know, if this guy has a tiny orange hand in designing it, he's just going to tell the staff to make something that's a cross between Saddam's palace and Carmela Soprano's house. Like this guy needs a ballroom, a room for balls. Those 2 corn kernels are tucked in his depends with the rest of the tiny mushroom-headed baby cob.
The NASDAQ down about 200 going... 73,000 jobs. 73,000 jobs created in the month of July. Number just coming out.
And that's total.
4.2% is the unemployment rate, right in line with expectations. Here are the numbers. For the month of July, jobs came in at 73,000. That was lower than the expectation, which called for 110,000 jobs. The unemployment rate right in step with expectations at 4.2%. Steve Moore, your reaction.
Look, I think this is all a result, this disappointing number is a result of all the turmoil over tariffs and the trade wars. And
yeah, the turmoil that Trump started. It's always fun to see the Fox crowd stunned with yet another Trump failure, and I do love that they are calling it disappointing. This marks the weakest monthly job gains in over 2 years. Donald Trump's reaction to this? Fire someone. Yes, he posted this on Truth Social, blaming Biden appointee Dr. Erika McEntarfer, saying he's firing the Commissioner of Labor Statistics, accusing Dr. McEntarfer of falsifying reports. It's not his awful economic decisions, it's not his tariffs, it's the people doing the counting that are the problem. Insanity. Destroy the calculators. Make America North Korea. Trump stated without evidence McEntarfer had manipulated data for political purposes despite previously praising the jobs report data in prior months. It was all fine before. Now, you know what? She's been tricking us. You're fired. America first. I will never get a passport. I'm always fascinated by those that never want to travel to see other sites and cultures. I've been to over 35 countries. Some I've rushed back to. Some were like one and done. Yeah, no thanks. It's just so easy to think something is the best when you live in a bubble. But I'm sure the rest of the world doesn't want these people. I mean, this is the guy that tries to get a side of fries in the Thai restaurant. So I hope you never get a passport, which is one word, by the way, passport. Magateers. Just found out this fool were in The Dark Knight. Thanks for ruining my fave Batman. Fantastic writing. You shouldn't be leaving comments. You should be penning your own Batman film. Yes, I was in one of the highest rated movies of all time that just had an anniversary last month. I'm also an actor, and most actors are quite liberal. So unless you want to limit yourself to Kirk Cameron and Kevin Sorbo films, you're going to have to get past that. Magateers. Joined by Howard Nutlick, couch pounder J.D. Vance, steroid lover Brobby, rest of the tiny mushroom-headed cob. 38-year-old grandma Lauren Boebert took a timeout from the Woodshack to...
I can confirm, the Tommy Campbell Show is the best political comedy show on YouTube. And I hope you subscribe.